EA Sports could remove Michigan entirely from the new video games. If you guys don't know, the new NCAA game will be dropping in 2024, sometime around July, and we should have some type of spoiler or some type of trailer going on in the college football playoffs during the halftime or before the game starts. We are all anticipating EA to drop a banger trailer to give us some type of gameplay. Maybe they give us the cinematic trailer or something like that, but the game will be dropping, no doubt, in 2024 summertime, going into the new season of college football. But guys, Michigan on their side, they might not be in the game. EA actually might remove Michigan Wolverine from the game entirely, meaning, hey, if you're a Big Ten and you want to play Ohio State versus Michigan, guess what? You can't do it. Those Penn State matchups versus Michigan, you can't do it. Michigan versus Michigan State, you won't be able to do it, all because Michigan decided to send a spy to someone's game to spy on them on the sideline with special glasses. Michigan literally sent someone on the sideline to spy on different teams with glasses that records in HD quality and with a futuristic iPad, all right, to document all the plays. But nonetheless, guys, I'm curious to see what EA is going to do as if this game were to drop, let's say if this game were to drop surprise in like early December, let's just say early December 2023, this game was to drop. Do you guys know that Michigan, in my opinion, will be the highest rated team in the game? Despite Georgia going back-to-back champs and having one of the highest ranked defense in the game, Michigan will be the highest overall rated team in the game, meaning I don't think their offense will be as high as like Washington's offense or Oregon's offense, or let's just say USC. Like those teams will by far have the highest rated offense at like a 97, 98, but their defense is what will hurt them. I think their defense will be a bit lower. But Michigan on the end, Michigan will be a solid team if this game was to drop. And I think EA will have to somewhat do something about that, because everything basically what Michigan has earned during 2023 season, if the Big Ten makes a move, EA will have no choice but to either remove them from the game or strike them and have no one on their team with abilities. Yes, guys, there will be players in the game with abilities. This is 2023. This is not 2013. Get over it. I want to play with abilities because some of these guys out there are freak of natures in college football, and some of these guys will be going to the next level. And even if they don't go to the next level, some of these guys in college football for their programs deserve to be X factors, because some of them are X factors. Okay, let's just put it like that. You guys know what I'm talking about, so you guys can disagree. You guys might not like X factors, but that's what it is. Back to Michigan and EA. Guys, Michigan's rating right now, Michigan probably has like a 98 overall defense in the game and like a 95 offense in the game. Like I said, that's one of the best ratings that will be in the game if the game was to drop tomorrow. So what would EA do? EA either has to, if you find like 10 or 11 players that were involved in the cheating, I mean, what do you do as EA? Do you just take those players off the game, and do you just add generic numbers, or you just add the Michigan Wolverines? Do you just take Michigan out entirely, or do you just put the Wolverines and just have the same colors? I'm pretty sure they can't copyright you, because you're not using Michigan Wolverines and you're not using their logo. You could just use like a slash, like Wolverine from X-Men or something like that. EA will figure that stuff out. But guys, EA has to do something. If this team if everything goes on with Michigan turns out to be true, we don't want to turn the game on in June, July to see Michigan, the number 3 or number 4 highest ranked team, because the season has to still play out in the video game, and they cheated themselves to get that type of rankings in the game. Now, as far as the game go, listen, man, a lot of people have to realize that this game might be a reskin of Madden, but in a different way. People say, oh, don't have it be a reskin, not a reskin. And I get what you're saying, because back in the day, the NCAA games looked and felt different from the NFL games. You know what I'm saying? Like Madden felt different from NCAA football. It felt different. It looked different. It played different. Everything about it was different. But now it's 2023, and I don't see EA, like my opinion, I'm curious to see how EA comes out with this game to make it enjoyable, but still have that same aspect of Madden. Because whether you guys know it or not, Madden feels like Madden, but if you just take how Madden looks and how it plays, besides all the animations and stuff like that, which, guys, hello, the new NCAA game will have animations. It will have time animation. It will have one-handed catch animations. It will have RPO glitches. All those things will be in the new NCAA game. So you guys that are out there that's wanting this game to be it's almost like people want this game to be a reskin of NCAA 14. That's not going to happen. EA is not going to waste their time to reskin and make this game feel like NCAA 14. Because if you guys know, NCAA 12 doesn't feel and play like NCAA 14. So why would they make this game feel like NCAA 14? People out there are saying that, and those people to me are just delusional, and people are living in the past, because a lot of people that are waiting for this game, quote unquote myself, has played almost every NCAA game until they start making them NCAA 14. And like I said, I am excited to see what EA does with Michigan. I think, in my opinion, that they should keep them in the game. But if everything is true, they should maybe just like have Michigan with no abilities, or just give them an overall rank and overall ratings, a 90 overall offense and a 90 overall defense straight up the board. I think nobody would be mad at that. They will be able to compete with teams like Ole Miss, LSU, even teams like Kansas, and Oklahoma State, Oklahoma. Those teams will be around like a 90, 87 overall in this new game. Based on what I'm seeing right now from this season, that's what those teams will be ranked. And yeah, man, I'm excited for this. Like, I'm excited for this new game. Also, guys, one thing I noticed about EA, and I hope they kind of fix this when the new games drops. EA doesn't go off of the AP poll when they drop their 1 through 25 rankings in the game. Like, it's usually like 2 or 3 teams in there that doesn't have no reason to be in the top 25. EA just sticks them in there. I guess they try to sell the game. And those teams are just in there to finish off the season. But nonetheless, man, that would be on another video on which I talk about EA and their ranking systems, because I hope they fix that, because that could be a game-breaking thing that's going to happen in the new game if EA doesn't fix that. But, man, I'm out. Make sure you guys leave a like on the video and subscribe for more. I am out.
I think the
Peace.
corner is the toughest position to play in football. You have to be athletic enough to be able to run with wide receivers and willing to be able to come up and make plays like this to be able to stop the run. This is a big-time play by a corner, showing the versatility to be able to come up and be physical in the run game.
He brings it down. Touchdown. Late in the fourth quarter, and the big question is, in a game this close, who's going to crack first? And he converts the extra point. They're lined up to kick, and they might just kick it short and prevent a long return. Nice kick, plenty of distance. He's to the 20. Tackle made at the 20-yard line.
That's how we do, D. That's how we do. They don't want to know. They don't want none of this.
Late in the fourth quarter in a one-possession game, and poise is what it's all about here. Who's going to have it and who won't? Great pressure on the quarterback forced that incompletion.
Boy, they really pounded him on that throw.
That makes it 2nd and 10.
35's the mic. Hot. Check. This go.
He's going to go for the home run. The defender had it and then dropped it. This one's in the books. The Buckeyes come out on top, 14-10. Let's get Kirk Herbstreit's final thoughts on this one. Herbie, what do you got for us?
Ohio State comes away with bragging rights this year, and I'm sure the fans and students will enjoy it just as much as the players. They were the better team today and added another great chapter to this rivalry.